Well, here we go, my YouTube friends. It's Margaret from Emmy's Orchids, and I've been tagged by Yossi and to pick out an orchid that best describes me. Well, goodness gracious, when you've got as many orchids as I've got, of all different genera, how do you pick one out? But before I actually show you, I'll just read the notes that I did on this, and I think it's quite appropriate, really. And the plant I'm going to show you is one I don't show very often. And actually, Insa's done a video this morning, and he said it's not an orchid tag, but it's a video. It's an orchid I don't show very often. And I thought about this orchid yesterday. So the one I've chosen is called Angraecum sesquipedale. Now, sesquipedale comes from the Latin sesquipedalis, meaning 1.5 feet. Now, I'm not 1.5 feet, but that's the reference to the flower spur. And the creamy white flowers are large, fleshy and star-like. Well, I'm certainly not star-like. I might be a bit fleshy. Anyway, so the Angraecum sesquipedales is pollinated by the orc moth. And, I mean, Ed's already done videos on this. And it's called the Madagascar star orchid. So what I'll do now is I'll turn the tripod round and I'll show you it, and why I think it represents me is its patience. And just hold on. Hopefully this won't fall, and I still might be a little bit too high, so let's bring the camera up. Hold on, I've got to get it in such a way. Right, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off the tripod. Hold on. So there we go, there's its tag. Now I've had this that long, I can't even remember where I got it from. And why do I say it represents me in the sense of patience? Well, this poor orchid here has been in every media you could imagine. When I first received it, it had got 2 spurs on it, but they blasted. And of course, you're not supposed to disturb the roots. Well, you know, Margaret's motto is, if I want to disturb the roots, well, I'll disturb the roots. But you can put the plant back 1 or 2 years. And of course, you know, we've had all these trends. We've had waterculture, we've had semi-hydro, we've had growing in this, growing in that, growing in the other, and I've tried them all. Yes, over the years I've tried them all. But now I'm comfortable in the sense that at last I don't follow trends, I just listen to the orchids. And some of them have really had to be patient with me. And this is one of them. Now, by nature, I'm not patient. I'm mellowing as I get older. But I'm one of those people. I can be in the middle of doing something, and then something pops in my head, and then I'll leave what I'm doing, and I will off a trot, and I'll go on to what I've been thinking about. Drives Keith crackers, because he's one of those that he starts a job And he finishes it. He doesn't get sidetracked. Well, I get easily sidetracked. And look at these roots. You're not going to believe this. Now, and this is the newest root. Now this is in semi-hydro. And I covered the roots up quite a long time ago because of the algae. So I don't know what's under there. I could take all this off and redo it. But, and the urge sometimes to actually unpot this just to have a look. I get withdrawal symptoms, but then again, I just think, no, leave well alone. If it's doing okay, just leave it alone. And, but you see, look how nice and tight they are. There's no bugs on this. And it's always grown this way. It always grows, that. A bit limp, but it isn't limp. These are quite firm, these leaves are. And I've had several new ones. This is a new one this year. And I was reading some notes last night on this, and it does like copious amounts of water. And it does never like to dry out. So, being in semi-hydro, and it got flushed yesterday with just rainwater, have you noticed how it has like a film on it? Ooh. And so this got flushed yesterday, and then, I don't even look for the water level. I just allow it to maybe go a fortnight or so. That's an original leaf. But this plant has had to be patient. I've had it at least 6 years. 6 years. And so I don't think it's actually doing that badly for something that's 6 years old. Now, whether it'll ever flower, it probably won't. I mean, at the moment I'm having health issues. And who doesn't at my age? That's the problem. But your brain still tells you that, Margaret, you're 72. Yeah, I know, but my brain tells me I'm 52. I'm the same age, virtually, although my daughter's 50. So I've got a brain that's like her brain. So I want to be doing. I very rarely sit still. And then I'll say to Keith, I'm absolutely shattered. Well, sit down. And then next minute something pops in my head and I'm off again. So I've got to have two quite invasive, if you like, medical procedures, which I'm not looking forward to. But there again, you see, with COVID and everything else like that, I'm grateful to be seen at all. And in fact, the consultant remembered me when I first visited him 10 years ago. So, anyway, we won't talk about health issues because everybody has health issues. So, patience. Yes, I think this orchid actually represents me. With all my orchids, I'm patient. I will try everything to try and save them. I've got others. I've got the pastoral innocence. I've had that as long, and it's been a long learning curve. But that's life. We learn as we go along. This is a new leaf. You can tell by the colour. And anyway, I'm supposed to tag somebody now, and the only one I can think to tag is Rock Doc, ROCKDOC 2174. Now, to me, they find these orchid tags, but you're putting people on the spot, and not everybody wants to choose an orchid that might represent them. Maybe, like Insa said, choose an orchid that you don't show very often. I think that's quite a good idea. And so whether or not Keith will pick up my video, I have no idea. And the orchid tag, I could let him know. But I'm going to leave it. So there's no pressure. Life gives you enough pressure, especially when you're young and you're working and you've got families. And as you get older, life's pressure as well, you know. Oh dear. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this orchid tag. And I think Angraecum says Squipidale because of its patience with me and the different medias. Totally sums up me. So, take care. Bye-bye now.